Good day, folks. My name's Marlon John. I'm here to go over with you exclusive right to sell agreement. This is a basic listing agreement or contract, if you will, between you, the agent, and the seller, the homeowner. So to start off, right here, it basically tells us that the seller, I, David Jones, owner of property at, you fill out the address, 123 Dream Avenue, Star City, New York, 1234. Do hereby give you, now you would be listing broker. What does that mean? That means you, the listing broker, the listing agent. John, the exclusive right to sell property for, and you would put the sales price here or the asking price right here from 1201 on 12 18 2020 until June 30th 2020. So this is the term or the listing period that the sale or the agreement to sell would be set for, and to make an offer or compensation to all participants of One Key Multiple Listing Service LLC, authorized under law to receive commissions. Owner and listing broker agree that they are contractually bound by this agreement as of the effective date. Effective date is the date that both parties signed. Further, owner and listing broker agree to make promotions, sales activities, or showings of the property shall take place until listing content is entered into the One Key MLS system and made available to all other One Key participants on insert date. So this is basically the date that it will be entered into One Key, the MLS system. This date is the date that once it's entered in the system and ready to be shown, ready and available. So let's say that date would be 12/20/2020. No provisions of this agreement is intended to nor shall be understood to establish or imply any contractual relationship between owner and One Key MLS and or any realtor association, nor has One Key MLS and or any realtor association in any way participated in any of the terms of this agreement, including the compensation to be paid. The owner hereby agrees to pay the listing broker a total commission in the amount of, you will put the percentage and you will put the points here. So let's say that the percentage is 4% and the sales price is 450. So that will make the, if my math is correct off the top of my head, 60s, that'll be 18,000. Okay. Owner also agrees that said commission shall be shared with cooperating brokers as follow. If cooperating broker is a seller's agent, if cooperating broker is a broker's agent, if cooperating broker is buyer's agent. So for the purpose of this illustration, we're just gonna fill out each of these. It's up to you to decide which are you offering, which are you willing to work with in a cooperating form, fashion, capacity, and this will be $9,000 that you'll be sharing with any cooperating broker. Then the owner will initial right here, DJ, signifying he's agreeing to this or she's agreeing to it. This case it's a he. Next section we're filling out, and again, I would invite everyone read through this form completely, but I'm only going over the sections that needs to be filled out. Authorization for sale, sign, and other services. So, listing broker is or is not authorized to place a for sale sign on the property. Some some sellers, some homeowners may not want to have a sale sign, so they may check right here. Or some of them are comfortable, they don't care, they're moving on, they want to get it sold, they want that advertising, they want that marketing, they're comfortable with it. That's fine. You check one or the other, cannot be both. Listing broker is or is not authorized to use a lockbox. Many instances, some homeowners, they're not tied to the house, so they may say, hey, you could place a lockbox. I don't want to be there every single time. Some owners, they're like, no, I don't want anybody in my house that I don't know when I'm not home. No, you cannot place a lockbox. So they'll check one or the other, but it has to be one or the other. Then owner blank gives permission or does not give permission to the listing broker to share keys to the property with cooperating brokers. So in this instance, no lockbox, but they'll give you, the broker, a key and they will request that, fine, if another agent wants to, you can pass on the key, or some may not feel that comfortable, that level of trust, so they will request that you keep the copy of the key, and at that point you accompany each and every single person that's showing the property or viewing the property. So again, you would check one or the other, cannot be both. Okay, so purpose of this, okay, should the now rental, if this is only if the property is also offered for rent. Shall the should the owner desire to rent the property during the period of this agreement, listing broker is hereby granted a sole and exclusive right to rent the property. Owner agrees to pay listing broker a rental commission, and that's based upon the number that they decide what's the market, what's the fair amount to rent. Let's say 3,000 for the purpose of this illustration. And again, this is only if they decide that they wanted to rent and forego the sale. The commission for the lease term is due and payable check upon the execution of lease or upon the date of occupancy, one or the other. So you would check either upon execution or upon occupancy date, either or. The commission for any renewal thereof is due and payable upon the commencement of each renewable term in the event the property is sold during the term of the lease. The owner shall owe the listing broker the commission as set forth in paragraph 1 above. Okay, this is any additional points or anything else that may need to be discussed or terms that may need to be set part of the sale or this transaction in getting the home sold. Okay, all modifications in writing, maintenance, and I'm going through these. Again, I'm not going to go through each and every section of this. I invite you once again to read yourself, go through it before you sit down with a prospective seller, homeowner. Okay? Equal opportunity in housing. Owner and listing broker agree that the above listed property is to be listed and marketed in compliance with federal, state, municipal, and local fair housing, human rights, and civil right law concerning discrimination in the sale rental of property. Owner and listing broker agree not to discriminate against any protected class in the sale slash rental of the property. Okay, so in other words, just don't discriminate and you'll be okay. Please initial below, and this is for the seller or seller's initial. Explanation: an exclusive right to sell listing means that if the owner of the property finds a buyer for your house, or if another broker finds a buyer, you must pay the agreed commission to the present broker. An exclusive agency listing means that if you, the owner of the property, find a buyer, you will not have to pay a commission to the broker. However, if another broker finds a buyer, you will owe a commission to both the selling broker and your present broker. And homeowner will initial J, and then at the bottom, owners will fill out their information. David Jones, listing broker, listing broker, authorized rep, and listing agent. The effective date, you both initial the dates and you will move on from there. You've consummated and complete. This completes the listing agreement, exclusive right to sell.